now, and welcome to our pre-recorded episode of Vaesen. I'm hoping that this appears a little better to you. I put a lot of effort into it, although I will put a lot of effort into it.
Yeah, future Scott will.
Yes, it's a future Scott problem. If it's shite, blame future Scott. Past Scott is confident that it will go well.
I love it.
This is our new game that we are running. Uses the Mutant Year Zero system, which Lee loves. And
So does Rachel.
Yep. It is a murder investigation-y kind of game. Not always murder, but investigation's the main aim of the game, which I love. And it's about a bunch of mythological creatures that Piper loves. We hope you all enjoy it. Just to keep everybody up on board, Vaesen are mythological creatures that cannot be seen by the human eye, except those who have been traumatized to the point that they are able to see them. These people are people that have the sight, and our players are all individuals who have, at one point in their life, developed the sight. We are going to open up our scene to a train that is chugging along, the steam coming out the top of it. Two individuals are sitting in the carriage. One is a woman and the other's a child. Would you like to describe the woman for me, Rachel?
The woman she's nicely dressed for a common working class woman. She ain't fancy at all, but she's very clean and pristine. Everything looks nice. And she's sitting very protectively next to this little boy, got our eye out, making sure nobody comes into the... Wait, is it a carriage we're in, or are we just in a seat?
You're in a seat, and like it's a wee private area.
Right, okay, yeah.
Like how the old steam... That's an old steam train.
Yeah, she's going to keep her eye out so nobody comes in.
Just beside her, it's the little boy. He's little blonde hair. He's wearing a cap. He's wearing very nice clothes, but it started to get some travel damage. They've been on the move quite a lot, and he is sitting with a sad face, miserable. He is not happy, and he has not spoken to this lady in quite some time. In fact, the entire journey, to be precise. And we're going to zoom out the train now and go to another carriage where another individual is sitting. Someone who is hot on the tail, hearing that the missing child that he is looking for may be on this train. You have heard rumored that they are heading to a place called Uppsala. I do not know if I pronounced that correctly. If there are any Norwegians in the listening, I do apologise. I'm going to brutalise your language multiple times. Just blame me on stupid UK person that can only speak English. And could you describe this character for me, James?
What is a young man in his mid-30s just sitting there with a paper, just keeping a lookout on where we are. He's wearing a nice fedora sort of style cap, has a nice fluffy shirt, wearing a vest, and he'll have his sabre on his lap with his revolver in his holster, and he'll be just sitting there, just keeping a lookout for any suspicious young children, and just glancing over the notes just from whoever gave him. I don't think he knows. So, looking out for the description of the young boy and seeing where I can find him and seeing where he goes.
Okay, now we are going to zoom out. We are in a castle grounds right now. There is a man holding a rifle. He seems to be hunting some type of creature. The foxes seem to be overrunning this castle. He is being hired to remove them. Could you describe your character, Lee?
What I normally see is just, it's a man that kind of reeks of the outdoors. Clearly someone that's used to and prefers to be outside. Leather, clothing, it's all worn, it's all well fitted. Particularly good boots. It looks like whatever money this person makes, he tends to spend on things that matter to him. So the clothes are all very durable. He's spent money on them, but you can tell he's had them for a long time. And anyone that's paid attention would probably guess that he doesn't own many of them. But the jacket and the boots are particularly good quality. He has a cap, a kind of what I would describe as a witch hunter cap, because every time I googled pictures of this guy, all I could was witch hunter, so a cool looking hat. He also has a dog beside him. He's got a beard, not Scott's length, not my length, maybe somewhere in between. Grey streaking through it. He's got like a kind of weathered face, dark kind of sunken eyes, and he's just stalking around there, and he talks to his dog occasionally.
At this point, your dog just kind of looks up, and you can just see ahead of you one of the foxes that you've been trying to hunt. Would you like to make your first roll of the day?
Of course. All right. Now, Scott, did you look up what this dog gives me? This dog is like a superpower.
Yeah, the dogs are quite good, and other people can get dogs in this game as well, if you choose correct pathways. But having you on the team actually helps them in that pathway if they all want puppos.
That's good, yeah. Right, so I forget what is it vigilance I use or something?
You should have your gun, you can just roll it and tell me how many successes you get. It should automatically calculate it out of ranged.
There we go, so if I do, I'll just say I'll do that. Modifier. I got 2 successes.
Yep. Easy as anything for you. You're used to hunting far larger, far dangerous, and far more cunning animals than this.
It was a headshot, and it was designed to kill instantly. You didn't want to injure it or hurt it. It was to kill. Yep,
you just hear the wee yelp as it kind of goes down. You'll get some good money for that first, and you know you're going to get cold tomorrow because for some reason this place draws a ton of wild animals because it's basically been abandoned for what looks like about 50 years. We're going to zoom out of you now to Callum, who is in a horse and carriage right now with all your notes and papers around you.
Just sleeping.
You have recently been informed there may be some information on some chemicals that you are trying to get a hold of. The last time this book was discovered was a secret society that was called the Order of Artemis that resided in Castle Gilkenbeck. I do apologise if I butchered that name again, but you are currently on your way there to see if you can have access to their library to continue your studies.
So my character's name is Matthias. He's very unkempt, long hair, long beard, kind of like me right now. He also has heavy bags under his eyes due to his irregular sleep pattern. Like, despite him being wealthy, he does not look wealthy at all. He still wears like dirty stained clothes, those disgusting fingernails. Just like overall just gross. So he's not very pleasant to look at.
Okay, as you are all travelling there, you all make your way to a inn by the name of... It's called the Burger and Baker.
Burger and Baker.
Burger and Baker?
Jaeger is on his way there to get pay because you are upkeeping it for someone who has not went back to that castle in a long time and keeps refusing, but still pays you to go and clean up the place every so often.
The grounds were overrun here. Something's attracting them, safe. And he kind of gives the dog some scratches as he's walking. How many foxes did I get today?
I will say 2, since you got 2 successes.
Only 2. I feel like they multiply even when I kill them. Still, she pays us good coin for this. I walk onto the inn.
You are on your way for pay, and however our other characters are there as well, taking rest. You do get in. You see the old lady, Linnea Elphick Clint. She's sitting there twitching. She's clearly had a bad day. You are used to this. She has been regularly known to sign herself into the mental asylum to seek help every so often. You do not know what has traumatized her. However, she seems to know that you see things that others can't, and insinuates a lot that she does too.
Lenny, I got 2 more for you today. Yeah.
Thank you. I was hoping to get it more prepared for when they all arrive. Oh.
For when who arrive?
Well, the young master. And she kind of like points to Rachel and the child.
At that point, I thought I'd tilt my hat up and just look. Sorry.
I'm just too busy grossly.
I take it, do I know who gave me the job to investigate this disappearance or the kidnapping? Or was it the old lady?
It's the Lady Thompson. She doesn't say who the young master's name is.
I have it written down, however.
So I know them as Lady and Master Thompson.
The master did not. In fact, the master seemed to be very obtrusive to your investigations. And like I said, she seems to kind of like point over it, and it seems the society is ready to be reborn. She hands over a letter and a set of keys to you, Jaeger. Please hand the deed over to the boy. He is the future owner and protector of this castle. However, I do want you all to look at. You will all be paid handsomely to look after the castle and help in forming a new society.
Thank you, Lenny. I'm gonna turn around like, you there, boy, and the master, and he goes, I think these are for you. You're looking for the castle?
Just push him forward and go on, Eddie, go on.
He just kind of picks the envelope off you and it's thank you. At this point, James, you will recognise a very odd thing, that the boy has an English accent.
Can I ask,
in Norway.
I don't recognise any of these people at all, do I?
You do not.
But that's fine, okay, yeah.
You maybe recognise Rachel, because you did do work for the master. You do recognise the boy, actually, now that I remember.
Yeah, you would recognise
You said you had a connection, yeah.
I wasn't sure if that was going to
He's grew up a little bit. Now that you've kind of heard him speak and looked into his eyes, sure, yeah. Wait. Doesn't look like his father, though. Does look like his mother.
Wait, I done work for you when I was over in England.
Yes, we do know each other. It's Anna, remember?
Seems like you're
Anna Bailey and Edward Harrison. Oh, no, yes. Wait, you Thompson.
Boy, how you've grown. But yes, I remember you. I've seen you on the feast days when I was on loan over there. Oh, you've came a long way. Why would you travel all the way to? They kind of gave you the deeds. I'm sorry, I don't understand. What is happening?
Some things have happened back home and taken Master Thompson to safety to keep him out of the way of some trouble and to see his auntie as well. And then I'll point to, what's her name, Lydia or?
It's Linnea Elphick.
Linnea. Okay.
I just call her Linny.
Linny. Okay.
I
guess he is also here to see his aunt.
Who's the boy's aunt?
Oh, and you're here too. Hi, I'm Jaeger.
When I hear an English, do you have an English accent?
No, I don't. I have a broad Scottish accent.
But it's from Britain?
Yeah.
Okay, so when I hear the accent, I'm going to call the little boy behind me sort of thing and just go, what are you doing this for?
I've been told to investigate the young master's kidnapping.
She just
Kidnapping.
gives you a funny look. The
Yeager's
young
excuse looks like a
master
knife.
has not been kidnapped.
It's okay. I'm just confused.
I believe you're looking for the wrong boy. Maybe somebody else?
It was Lady Thompson who's asked me to follow the whereabouts of a young Master Thompson.
His father is well aware of our journey. So
Okay.
that you have no problems. You can just talk to his father if you need to.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Anyway, this is an aunt, so, he's safe with us.
Aunt? Who's an aunt?
You?
Who am I?
A little brat that is disrupting my meal. Oh.
He just kind of looks at you and goes...
God.
What?
He kind of like whispers to Anna and goes, does many people not use forks and knives here?
Say that again, there's what?
Does many people not use forks and knives here?
Some people act like animals. And then there are the sophisticated type, like us English folk.
Kind of looks up at him and goes, but my dogs have better behaviour than he does.
I was going to say, I know plenty of animals cleaner than this man over here.
Yeah.
It's like picking Hunter by the nails and being
Just scratches his ear just so much.
That man, wherever he's from, Eddie, he's not polite by the looks of it. His table manners are not polite. He might be a polite gentleman, however, I'm not sure.
What, do you expect me to give you a handshake? Here.
I just look at his hand.
Yeager is still considering the possible kidnapping of a child. Not really sure what's going on right now. It's like,
yeah, I am not
this
sure
is
what's going on.
getting out of hand. Right. Again, I'm Yeager. I know the young master from back in England, and I remember this Miss. What were you, like a nanny, or were you like a housekeeper?
Yeah, sort of like a nanny, really, like
governess. I think
serve the family. Yeah.
And you are.
Me.
Thanks to you, James.
Jack Daniels. I am Jack Daniels. I have been at travel here to find the young master and bring him back. But now
you were charged by the mother, and you were charged by the father.
Yes.
You to bring him here to the castle, and you to find the boy.
Yes.
I will have him in London, England. The father has the parental rights to the child, so you cannot take them on the authority of the mother. This is actually a true thing in those times.
Yeah.
I feel like, you know what, add a +1 to any roll you have for that bit in lower drop there, Rachel.
Really? Oh, shit.
I don't know what inspiration is in this, but it's +1 to a particular roll of your choice.
+1 to whatever the fuck you want.
I am not going to go to... What's your full name, ma'am?
I am Anna Bailey.
Miss Bailey. I'm going to... This is the note that I was given. I'm only given the notes that I've been told to look after. But I mean, clearly there's been some misunderstanding here.
Did you meet the lady in person?
Did I?
You did.
Yeah.
Great note. Some random
This is a legitimate job.
Yeah. Yes, I did. I took the opportunity to get away from the kingdom.
I hope she's paid you beforehand, because I'm afraid there's nothing you can do.
She didn't pay you beforehand.
Tough luck, isn't it?
No.
I
should have asked for it.
I'm going to say the name of the castle. What was that again?
Castle Gilkenbeck.
Castle Hurgen Gorgon.
If you open your headquarters, you will see the name written there.
I literally
Gillenkrut.
Oh, yeah. Gillenkrut.
I can't say anything.
I've just it just says headquarters, mate.
If you hit
Yeah, just a
character sheet,
picture.
the headquarters has a character sheet as well.
Oh, okay. I look at the character sheet. Oh, I see now.
Just says bio and info on
Oh,
mine.
wait, you have to give us access to it.
Yeah, I thought I already
Yes.
gave you access to it.
Yeah, just says bio and info on mine.
Yeah, so is mine.
Ah, I know what it's done.
It does that strange thing.
Oh, it's a second.
Well, luckily, Roll20 are now actually updating their systems to be actually better than complete dog shit.
How are we meant to know more about our headquarters if we do not know what
Here
it
we
is?
go. It's changing now.
I do apologise for that. I thought showing yous would be fine. But
Nah, you gotta let us edit it as well. I don't fucking know.
Island
Yeah.
Cruise.
It's weird.
which
How
happens to
do
be
you
the
name
castle that you're going to.
Gillenkruts.
She also
the
pointed
castle.
to.
Oh, I can't pronounce that.
Gillenkruts.
She did also point to you when she was saying
Aiden.
the society will be getting you.
Point to Lee's character.
No, he pointed to him. The filthy hobo. Sorry, the dirty, greasy, homeless person. You're right. This is second language to me.
You're very
You
good at
realise
English,
I
I
speak
must
the same
admit.
language as you.
I don't know. I don't know that Irish. I'm not going to fake Norwegian because I've no idea what Norwegian sounds like. Nope, that's not happening. Like, say to you in Norwegian, I am sorry, friend. You look like a filthy beggar. You should be careful in town because vagrancy is illegal.
Appearances can be deceiving, my friend.
It smells, can't you? Smell terrible.
I'd like to see how you try to keep a clean environment while being stuck in the basement.
Oh, that does
Surely you
sound
have
terrible.
water in the basement.
Oh, you speak Norwegian as well?
Oh shit, sorry.
Yeah, actually,
no,
she
I do
would.
not, so...
I will
Well,
say. I will say you can
Oh, because
choose
the
to.
family,
It's convenient.
I would have
but
learnt from the family.
Yeah. I will
I just-
point
Okay.
out that the wife, the Mrs. Thompson, her maiden name was Elficlint, and it is her sister that you're taking the kid to.
Okay.
Yeah, she's Norwegian.
Not Lily then. Lily's not her sister.
Linnea
Yes.
is the wife's sister. It's
Right,
not.
okay, this lady.
It's not the husband's sister.
Aye. This maternal auntie. I've said the name of the castle loudly just in case you need an in, Callum. Okay, just in case you want that. But this needs to be resolved. Could we perhaps send a letter back to the family? Or are your orders more of a physical nature, he says to the Scottish person. In English.
Alright.
I'm assuming you also speak Norwegian, to be honest with
Yeah. I'm going to sort of go, yeah. I think I can put a word back and say that I have found the young lad, but I will not be returning.
I believe the postal services, you should get a reply back within a few weeks or months.
Yes.
I'm not really sure how they work.
I think it's weeks.
Well, we'll
I
find
mean,
out.
in them times, they would go by ship, that would be...
I'd assume so. There is there's trains. We know there's trains. You arrived on the train, so
Yeah.
I will let the young mother, Lady Thompson, know that I have arrived and I have found the dear boy, that he is safe.
I will point out to you, Rachel, you were told under no circumstances could anyone know where you took him. Only him
Okay.
and you would know.
Okay, I will turn to Jack. I'm gonna have to tell you, you can't, under any circumstances, say anything to the lady. No one must know where he is.
You'll have my word.
Absolutely no one.
You'll have my promise. I won't. I'll just give her an
Thank you.
update to say, still on the lookout, and then that's
Okay. Just please, because he's not safe
all.
with anybody else. I wouldn't have come with him if he was safe back home.
Yeah, it's a dangerous place back there now.
Especially with
Yeah.
everything. Oof.
Yeah, I've heard this Scottish place has a lot of gangs. Very dangerous people.
Yeah, there is. A lot of
I've
dangerous
never
people.
been to Scotland before.
Oh, by the way, what does
Have we,
Johnny?
mister?
Joby.
Jock. Jock.
Johnny.
Jobby. Do you understand if I said shite?
What is shite?
What's your language, gentlemen?
Number 2.
Numerical 2. So, 1.
It's not nice to refer to how I
Johnny.
smell.
If you're not doing a pee, I'm going to turn around and just whisper to him. I don't
This is
want
now the
the
rest of the
either.
session, Scott.
I'm
You
gonna
need to
go,
stop.
well, if
Yeah,
you're not doing a pee, you're doing another thing.
The old lady's just sitting here with a horrified face. Do they not teach manners over in the UK?
Oh,
Or
I
Britain?
apologize.
Sorry, Britain.
I'm not-
Wrong, Aye, it's Britain right now.
Oh, yeah.
It's-
I'm not.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Like
do
my character's not even
apologize.
British.
I just got caught up in a moment. I do apologize. I get mixed up in so many different groups back home, so I had to adapt to their ways.
That's
of
good.
speaking English.
That's good. You need to adapt. You need to learn. You need to adapt. You need to learn. You need to adapt. You need to learn. And then she starts like
Winnie,
panicking.
are you okay? Do you need me to get something for you?
Hmm.
Who would you like me to go and get? Who would you like?
The doctor. I need my medicine.
Do you want me to take you to the doctor, or would you like me to call a doctor?
Get the doctor, please.
Okay, I'll get the doctor.
You
And then
must
I
stop
will.
them. You must stop them.
I will, don't worry. You just sit there quietly and I'll get you a blanket. I'll put a blanket over it to keep her warm, and then I'll contact the doctor, however I do that.
I know where the
don't
doctor
know.
stays. I can help with this.
Oh, thank you.
I will speak to the appropriate person. Say, send for the. Was it be like? Is it like a chemist? What they call like an apothecary at this point?
When she's talking about doctor, you know what doctor she's meaning.
She means
She means the asylum
yeah,
doctor. Yeah.
a psychiatrist, not a psychiatrist.
Lydia, would you not
know.
rather come to the castle with us?
No!
No, she wants to see the doctor, so
Not the
we're gonna
castle, not the
take
castle.
it this. It's okay. You don't need to go to the castle. That's where we're going, not you.
Oh.
She need. I'll just walk
That's a
over
lot of
to.
rooms. There will be comfort there. We can.
I'll just go, Mr. Jaeger. Wait, that is the
Mr.
name, yes?
Jaeger's fine.
Yes, sorry. She doesn't like the castle. She has terrible memories of the castle. Please don't bring it up.
Castle is
From
safe.
what I
I've been there
heard-
for the last 2 months hunting the wildlife and clearing it out.
She's had an experience. I don't know what exactly, but I've been told not to mention it. And if she asks for the doctor, it's about in her mind. She's not very well.
Interacted with her. She has the strange humours in her mind. But if
Yes.
she wants the doctor, we can contact it. It's. Lena, it is not a nice place that they will take her to. It is.
I don't want them to take her anywhere. She just wants the medicine.
If it is what you wish, I will assist. Yeah, I'm going to go. Okay, I will send the messenger, an appropriate person, to go, and I guess there'll be orderlies who just come and chuck her in the back about like that cage thing that they have in films.
No, it's just this pleasant wee woman that kind of comes and says, "Come on, we'll look after you," and that, and just kind of takes her in his carriage and that, and takes her away.
Let me know how she's doing.
We'll be staying at the castle when when she returns to her apartment. If you could let us know.
We will do. It's just been a while since she's had one of these episodes. She might be gone for a couple of weeks.
It's possibly because we're here. And do apologise.
Too much excitement. She can't handle too much excitement.
That's it, yeah.
Anyway, I'm sure some shock treatment will help her.
Wait.
Oh, it's the latest thing. Have you not heard of this? They get the battery and they put it on either side of your head and one up your bum, and it helps your brain go back to normal. You guys have no idea how medicine works, by the way. So
to be fair, it's
Yeah,
not
sure,
that
it
inaccurate
helps.
to what was
I
done.
got two in medicine.
It does not sound like it would help a person.
My character's sort of an alchemist, so he got to two in medicine.
You could certainly correct me if I'm wrong. I have no issue with this whatsoever. I'm more of a field medic. If someone gets bit or cut, I can put that back together. This new fancy psychiatry.
Probably not my field though, but
The old bum shocks, yep.
You would know a lot about prescribed medicines for delusions and stuff like that in your type of work. You maybe
Probably,
not
yeah.
know much about shock treatment, but you could just by people talking. You are an academic
Yeah.
after all.
can I do a medicine check then?
Go.
Okay.
Ooh,
1 success.
Cool.
Oh, nice.
What we know of the modern days of back then, shock treatment would be. And this is a mythical. I may have the dates wrong. This isn't historically accurate to the period, but it's the 18th century. Shock treatment. The idea behind it is it resets your brain. We know now better that it was a form of torture, did not work, but they did attempt it to cure people of their delusions. They thought it worked at the time.
Fun fact, we still do it. It's called electrolysis now. And it's not like the car battery zap, but they just run a current across your brain. Because I have actually been present when it's been done to somebody.
I did not know that. That's new information to me. I always thought it
Yeah,
was.
just don't-
But then the one
way
I'm talking
we're
about
thinking
is
of
the
it-
bad one. That's
Yeah. That doesn't happen anymore, but it's actually quite a
I
common
guess it's
theory.
like a way to
It's-
stimulate, like it kind of.
It's basically the way it gets through is it shakes your brain and it hopefully it settles back correctly. And obviously I can't go into details, but there's a person I know that's done very well off the back of it, and other people I've heard of that it. So yeah, anyway, never mind. I won't go into that anymore.
Well, there we go. Learn something new every day. I thought that shock treatment was no longer that. Apparently, it's just modernised.
Just
Very different.
better? Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Not torture.
It's no longer like. It's literally they don't tense up or nothing. It's just like
But
they slide there some things in the head.
I will say of a modern academic of this period, you will believe, yeah, this'll probably help her.
Yeah, shock therapy works. Trust me on this, it will work.
I think
Are you
it's the
sure?
bum one that
I'm
the
not
horse
so
must-
sure. I'm just gonna hold on to the little master and be like, don't worry, it's okay. Nothing bad's gonna happen.
What if I end up?
Because I'm presuming he's quite terrified.
Yeah, he's behind you. He's like, what if that happened to me?
Oh yes.
I won't. Don't worry, you've got me.
Are you planning on staying at the castle? And I kind of look at everyone at this point. Like I feel like I will
Yes,
offer
yes.
my services as a huntsman for your castle for the moment. I can help clear the grounds.
That would be lovely.
I will stay in the
yes.
library.
He's actually
said-
opened the letter at this point. And actually, we all to work together. We all own the castle.
Really?
Master Eddie, could I please read that?
They hands it up to you, and it literally says that as long as you all form the society, the castle will belong to all of you, and each member of this society will basically be a part owner of it and have a choice. And it's basically vote. It's democracy.
Okay, I'll say
Very
this
strange.
aloud to them.
Normally, it's like lords get it, and you're used to this. Yours are
Yeah.
like a bunch
Yeah.
of peasants getting given a castle from a crazy old lady. You don't even know if this is legal.
So I believe we all own part of this castle.
I get the library.
I think everyone should have the library based on the fact
Yeah.
that the master needs to learn. His brain needs to stay active, and he needs to learn things and grow up to be
I
a
don't
good,
want him to
you
be my
know,
teacher.
responsible adult. You don't want him to be a teacher. He won't be a teacher, don't worry. It's okay. Or maybe we should make him at least wash. I'm saying this out loud to the little boy, so you probably could hear me.
Oh, I assume so.
And I just
I
glare.
think we do need a servant.
Because even though you don't like it, Mr. Eddie, washing's very important.
Fine. I'll bathe. But I'm not trimming all of this.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
I've been at the castle grounds. Did you say it's boarded and boxed up?
It's very dilapidated. You know that the garden, overgrown. In fact, we are going to switch to the scene of you travelling there. And you are describing this to them. There's a heavy downpour started, and it is starting to get dark. You know you'll have to stay in the castle for the night. And you can hear the lightning crack in the background as she's kind of like cobblestone roads, as she's bumping and shaking. The horses starting to whinny and neigh, and as they're trying to rush to get out of the storm as fast as possible, you approach these big gates that are like hanging off the hinges and blowing in the wind as the horses just crash through them. They keep
We
continuing.
need to get those fixed.
You can see
Matthias just sleeps for all that.
there is overgrown grass. You can see hills in the background, and there's a river that's next to you that seems to be heavy waves just crashing against the shore. You can see 3 crosses that seem to have rotted away that's up on one of the hills. And you can see like random boulders as you approach this very large castle. It's very big and very beautiful, but it's not been looked after. You can see the windows is boarded up, the doors are boarded up as you approach the door, and the carriage man just rattles away as soon as you are.
I've spent some time here. I've only walked the grounds. I've not entered the castle itself. I think we should be able to pry the boards off fairly easily. They looked rotten.
Can they give the keys? Or
The keys will unlock the door, but the door is boarded
Yes,
up.
we need to take the boards off.
Fairly easy. We're gonna go up just with the butt of the rifle, just bang the kind of things at the edge and see if they just kind of pop off.
Whoever wants to do this, if they could do a force, if anyone is assisting, you add the dice for everybody that's assisting.
I'm going
I'll
to
assist.
get the
I'll assist with force.
get the
Who's
sword
good at force before we
one
do
at a
this?
time. We'll go with.
I've got 2.
Right, cool. Callum.
Assist?
No, but how are you assisting? James.
Yeah, I'll assist.
Lee.
My force is terrible. I will allow the ones that look stronger than me to.
So
Okay.
you've got your roll for force, and then for the modifier, add a +3.
Two successes.
Yep, you start ripping it off, as in you're kind of like leaning on as the stick. Like he's found a big bar that's came off the fence, and he's just kind of together. You start ripping it off and that, and now you've just got the big door. The door still seems to be pretty sturdy. This is a good door. And then put the key in, unlock. The door creaks open into pitch blackness.
It's pretty dark in there.
I'm going to try and find a lantern or some sort of torch to sort of think.
Over the time periods, everyone would have lanterns.
Right.
On.
When I get a lantern, take out the lantern, turn it on, just look up.
I crank some neon glow sticks.
Yeah. As
Just have a little rave.
he's going with your lanterns
Glow sticks.
and
Yes.
your lantern sticks,
Yeah.
you start like going
Just
down,
give
and
the little boy
see,
a glow stick bracelet.
you can see all these paintings with dust over them, with like important figures, all standing like this, with their 2 fingers to their chest. As you continue down it, some rats spin by you. You do see a random fox walking down one of the hallways and just kind of looks at you like it knows what you did and just walks away.
Good specimens for my experiments.
I'll actually will have kept the foxes from earlier because I will be skinning them for their fur and tails later on. If fox meat's any good, I will be selling those.
Will you give me the rest for specimens?
Well, if you want to keep the hearts, I can make sure that I remove them properly, of course.
Thank
The
you.
hearts and the organs. The intestines can be used to make fox sausages, but I'll be honest, they're pretty terrible.
But
I'm
perhaps
just
you're
gonna
not
say the
cooking it together.
Yeah, I'm just going to say to the boy, yeah, Eddie, you can eat pretty much any part of the animal. So don't worry.
think
Maybe you
that's
should
right.
watch them skin it.
I don't think that's right, miss.
No, when you own land, you have to be able to understand everything.
But I pay. My daddy pays for people to do that.
That's
Yeah,
right,
so-
your daddy paid me.
Still, we should learn these things. Very
I'm
important.
going to turn around and go, Lady Bailey is right. As when the man grown up, you should
I've
know.
never been told a lady before, so she's quite taken aback.
You are still treated like you be called lady and miss, in that you were quite as your position, you were seen as you were like under caretaker, and that's pretty much the only person you answered to, other than the lords themselves.
Okay.
You were a important role. You were in charge of the sun and the education of the sun.
Yeah.
But you were still answerable to people.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
going to say, but I'm saying, as many things can be used as anything. Even the instruments you use, if you ever used a bow and a violin, that's made by parts of animals.
See, Master Eddie?
And all of
These
the great
fine young
adventures.
gentlemen will also teach you new things, I'm hoping. Anyway, if you don't mind, gentlemen.
Oh, yeah.
He needs to
Oh.
learn things that children just don't get a learning skill these days.
Yes. My father said that I had to learn mathematics. He saw it as pointless drivel.
Good.
You have to learn
Mathematics is
everything,
good.
Master Eddie. We have to learn a bit of everything. If some things we're not great at, it's okay.
He just kind of like nods, and as you start continuing, he's kind of looking in random doors, and it's nope, shutting the door as you kind of see moss growing on certain bits. And you do eventually reach this very large and beautiful library that seems to be well kept. Like nothing seems to have disturbed this library. It's all beautiful oak. It's like several story high. Like stairs leading to further library, books everywhere. A big desk with scrolls out on it, and there is a layer of dust, but it wouldn't take long to clean.
Fireplace?
But like,
Matthias's eyes just glow in delight.
Will
but
it have a fireplace?
yeah, it does have a small fireplace inside it.
Right. I'm going to go and try and find some bits of wood and to make a fire going.
I think we should stay in here tonight, Master Eddie. It seems to be the safest place and most likely the warmest.
I'll check for a kitchen. They may have left kindling or some kind of wood down there. And I'm just gonna move off and look for something that would be. I'm not expecting food to be in there, but perhaps some kind of wood maybe left in a bag here for like lighting stoves and stuff.
Yeah, there is still stuff. It seems like a lot of things have been left lying. Like, it is
This place
like,
was left. I was going to say, this place has been left in a hurry. They didn't clear out. They didn't sell up and move on. This has been boarded up in a confusing way. Those picture frames would be valuable. These books would have value.
We do own the whole place now, so if there was anything we wanted to sell, I'm sure we could.
You will not sell these books. We need that for that.
I meant more that it's suspicious that someone would abandon something of such value.
If we can't find any wood, we could use a book or two for to burn. Kindling? Is that what it's called? I don't know.
I am against this idea.
I feel like Callum needs to do a fear check.
What? Fear check?
Empathy or logic is the role for it. Just for the fun of it.
She's only suggesting this because she just doesn't want the little boy to be cold.
No, I'm sure
I'm going to
do I need to add a modifier or?
Guys, I can't understand three of you at once.
Yeah, we were just focusing on Callum there. The fear check, empathy or logic, no modifiers.
Okay. 0 success.
Yep, you are afraid. Put tick scared on your box. What was it, James? What was it James was saying next?
I was going to say, look for all broken chairs, maybe like a broken chair leg or something.
There's firewood. You don't need to worry about that. There is firewood next to it.
Okay.
Lee, what was it you were saying?
I just said.
Yeah, I was just making a joke. It's fine.
All right, cool.
Tell us the joke, because I didn't hear it.
I don't remember. It was off the cuff.
As you are sitting down to warm by the fire, and I'm assuming Jaeger's got like jerkies and stuff, and suddenly here, bang! Someone is knocking on the big, huge knocker that's on the front door.
Sorry, James, you go.
So I'm going to get up and use off here. I'm going to go take out my sword or rapier and watch the door.
As soon as this happens,
20 faces behind them.
Yeah. And I'm going to go to the door, I'm going to open it.
You just see like a kind of old man. He's not even wearing a hood. He's not holding up an umbrella, holding a lantern up. He's got these really sunken yellow eyes, and he's good evening. I'm Al Frisk.
I apologise. Put my sword back in its holster and go, are you lost or do you...
My family has caretaken this castle since generations and generations before me.
We don't need a caretaker.
I insist.
I'm just gonna look at everyone.
What is the nature of your visit?
I heard you were arriving at the castle to repair it. I would feel it is my duty to my father and his father before him.
Did Lydia send you?
Who's Lydia?
Linnea.
Oh, Linnea. Yes, my father spoke of Linnea. I have not met her.
You haven't met Lynn. Who did you work for previously?
I have not been a caretaker before.
And
But
yet you
my
appear
father-
now nowhere?
No.
I'm just sleeping for this.
Yes.
Just loads of books.
And he kind of like has a wee
I'm
smile
just
on his face.
I'm just holding my revolver in my hand and
What's
sort of
the-
like standing in front of little Eddie.
You're telling me I'm going to show you what it looks like as well, just so you can see.
I know who this guy is. I've read the book.
I'm going to say, what would your role be as caretaker?
As caretaker.
It's like usually it's like really sarcastic there, isn't it? It's like, oh, I'm going to take care of the place.
Let them run and go, guys, let's just let them in.
I don't think we have an option here. I'm going to look at him. Does he look dangerous?
He
Like muscular?
doesn't look like he could hurt a fly. He's like
He's
a
like
little.
Why-
old man. Look, he's like,
Why
"Come
would
in
we
out
need
of the
his
rain,
help?"
Grandpa."
Why do we need his help
I
at the
would-
age that he is?
I
You
would.
want to run the house.
I would clean and I would get
Well,
stuff
what else
and I would make
are we to do?
repairs.
Excellent.
I
We
could
have
make you
them-
tea. You're English. I have English tea on me.
Yeah.
And he kind of pulls out a bag and it says actually English tea that he's got on him. Would you
Right.
like some tea, miss? You look cold.
I'm already sold. I mean, he's.
I would very much
Yeah.
like some tea, actually, thank you. It would be lovely.
And he just kind of walks in and almost like he knows exactly where it is, he goes
I'll
straight
put the
towards the
revolver
kitchen.
away.
And
Yeah,
he shoves like a bunch of like rubbish that's been sitting on the cooker, turns it on, just starts setting up
Ah,
tea for you.
I wonder if
Starts
he
like
maybe
cleaning the
grew
mugs
up.
and like
I'm
using
going
these.
I wonder,
to slowly close the door and go, I can get used to this.
I'm gonna get like a blanket and everything and set up like a little bed for the two of us.
I'm going to go to the kitchen where a new caretaker went to, and that I'm assuming they'll have like in a butchering area, and I'm going to butcher the foxes, like I said.
And when he goes to
Thank you,
butcher the
sir.
foxes, I'm gonna take Eddie to watch, and we're gonna learn about the anatomy of a fox.
Okay.
I hear the swell. I hear
You
the
don't have to
swell.
do anything, Eddie. Okay? We don't have to do anything. We should watch. Maybe not the whole thing. If you do want to throw up, we can leave.
I hear the squelching of glory, and I just like jolt awake saying specimens, and I just run. Where is this?
Yeah.
Mr. Yeager, if it's okay, could you please make the master maybe some mittens or a hat out of the fur?
Of course, dear, we can do
Not
anything.
you.
Oh, sorry, I'm used to being the one that gets asked. I am the caretaker after all.
No,
Yeah.
Mr. Yeager.
I'm not much of a sewer. I can make crude clothes, but I'm better at skinning. If the caretaker knows who can take I will happily skin these, and then he can take them, and then we can get like a little hat or scarf or little gloves made. But
That would be lovely.
what I made would be very crude. It'd be like more like a mitten than a glove.
He kind of comes over with
And
a
then would be fine.
He comes over with a tea for you and that, and he's made several different teas that all seem to match the exact teas you would all like.
I'm going to take it off and come on, you can have some tea with us as well. We're going into the library. Because I feel bad because he looks so frail that I'll take it off him. What's his name again, Scott?
Algot Frisk.
Algot.
Frisky Albert. There we go.
No, Lee, don't, because that's what will be stuck in my head.
I think where we need Sally.
What was that? Algot what?
Frisk.
Frisk.
Probably Matthias is just
Friskin?
saying there. Probably Matthias is just saying
Algot
there,
Frisk.
like,
He's in your teas in the Roll20.
Oh, okay. I didn't know we had that.
We certainly do.
NPCs, where is it?
And so
Oh,
Linnea
that's new.
Elfman.
Okay, that wasn't there
Yeah.
before.
I think this guy. Yeah. Hold on a second. lads.
I'm going to turn to once he goes. I'm going to turn to Algot and just ask. Would you
He's
know
the
how
guy.
to find or polish an antique sword? As I've living my sword out and go. Can we do it?
Yes, master. That would be my pleasure. But would you trust a mere servant with such an important item?
Maybe show me how to do it and do it myself. But
Yeah, he sits and he teaches you how to do it, and it's like he seems to be really good at this.
yeah. Maybe once we get to know each other and trust you, I could trust you with my antique sword.
I'm sure that would be lovely, master.
Thank you.
I just wanted to throw in there. He's the kind of guy that would be played by David Bradley, and if this was made into a movie, if anyone knows who David Bradley is.
It reminds me of the guy from Harry Potter that plays Filch.
That's
Is
who I
that David
thought.
Bradley, best friends?
I don't know.
He's the one that annoys the children, so that's probably why Rachel didn't trust him straight away.
Just gonna throw this out there. That is the actor David Bradley. That plays the guy.
August Filch. Yeah. Oh shit.
He also played. It
That's
was a
quite
Game
funny,
of
Also
actually.
Thrones.
Frey in Game of
Well,
Thrones.
Yes,
But he
Lord
was,
of the Rings.
he's excellent in everything he's in.
Oh, he's fucking
good.
amazing.
He's
He
really
also
good.
played one of he played the original Doctor recently in Doctor Who as well. In real life,
didn't know
he's
that.
old as fuck and very frail.
Yeah.
Because he was
I'm
at
not
Telecom a couple of
surprised.
years ago, and he had to have somebody with him all the time to help him move around because he is old.
Oh, bless his heart.
Yeah. Anyway, that's probably going to get edited out because that's going to mean that David Bradley. He got into a fight with
Because
3 guys.
we are
half his
known,
age.
we know David Bradley watches all our streams.
That's true. David Bradley,
Of course he
friend
does.
of the stream.
I love it. New sponsor.
Over the next couple of days, unless you want to continue RP for tonight, you sort out bedrooms for yourselves. Obviously, he helps you out in that, and he keeps saying we need to get this place fixed up and get more staff. It's imperative.
I require a laboratory. Where can I store my equipment?
We don't have the resources for a laboratory, master. Perhaps once we gather the resources, we could look into building one. There are many. There was a laboratory once in the castle, apparently, according to these old maps, and it kind of shows you a map of what was in the castle originally. And for the players, if you check the book, there is a section with all the upgrades you can do. So I would suggest you have a look at that off stream separately from everything, because that will be when you upgrade it. I will say how much resources you have, and we will discuss any upgrades off stream, and then the next time it will be like at the start of a session we'll talk about what has been done. In fact, if anyone does watch the stream, in fact we're recording, so it's not like it's live. I was going to say if anyone watching the stream could have chosen what we upgrade first, but sadly we're recording, so we can't do that. We're going to be like,
we've never done this before.
Matthias will
put in the comments. Sorry, on the go.
Matthias will just say, "Then I'll just have to make do." That's fine.
We can look for the laboratory tomorrow, Matthias. It's okay. We should all get some sleep tonight, though, and be fresh for tomorrow, where we could start cleaning some parts of the house.
James, what was it you were saying?
I was going to, before I go, I'm going to probably walk around the castle, get to know the place, to where all the things have been, investigate all of it, just see if I can find out what about.
Yeah, you can see at different bits. You can see there was an infirmary at one point. There was a pigeonhole. There's towers that lead up. There was even a dungeon. Like, these are the kind of areas that you're kind of seeing as you're looking. But it's obviously it's all unusable right now. It needs a lot of work. However, you do know that if you can get this place fixed up, it is going to be very impressive.
This is a vast house. There is many things we could do, but I have searched some of the rooms, and they are in disarray. Even the ones that were clearly used to be like a physician's room, it is rotted, and it will take some work.
I think we should all choose maybe a room each or 2 rooms where we can sleep and get comfortable, so we don't get poorly from mold or anything, or we don't want rats.
I am not one for staying in castles. I will try and find some kind of a house or hut or something on the grounds, but for tonight...
No, you must stay in the castle. You own part of this, it's ours. You must stay inside.
That would be like torture for me, to stay in this one building all the time, so no thank you. But I'm sure I will be able to find something suitable. I can live here for some time. I won't.
As you say that, you can
something
hear
in the grounds if you would prefer.
You can just hear hammering in the grounds as it's like building your shed.
I mean, it'll literally be like what someone would describe as like a tool shed where you sleep in, but
it's ideal for you. It's
like effectively like a stone wall with a fireplace, and then it'll just be like a shed, and then with kind of kennel will be attached. So it's just all kind of warm and toasty, but cozy.
I will say, whilst this is all happening, James, you're still discovering the castle. You're still doing your look around, and you do eventually find this like secret wee alcove bit that you didn't notice before, and you kind of look in it, and then you're like, "That's stones in a strange place." And you kind of just touch it and press it, and then suddenly like a little door opens with stairs leading down.
Hidden passage.
I'm going to put my lantern down. I'm going to make sure I can get, as long as I wee plate flat enough so that I can get back out it. I'm going to work my way down just to further investigate.
Cool. As you kind of go down, you kind of open up into a room, and there's like candles all around that are already lit.
Oh.
And there is a statue of a woman. It's Artemis, and before it you see a scroll rolled out on it that reads, I will show you right now what it reads.
This is where we keep the leather dildos.
No, that's in the dungeon, Lee. That's in the dungeon.
And you look around and you're like, wait a minute, they're everywhere.
They're surrounded.
I know, I'm such a child. I must be with Sally all the time, so... Right, I'm going to make tea.
Blame Sally for everything.
I'm going to join in this, so I'll probably...
Has that shown up on the screen for you?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm going to...
check. No, whatever it is, I haven't got it.
I've got it.
Should I refresh?
I'm going to go...
You'll kind of also see a drawing of a picture of someone doing that on that note as well.
I can't see
Lee,
it.
what are you doing? You're
muted.
muted.
You're muted, we can't hear you.
It's a way to make tea.
I'm making tea.
Right.
But I didn't want to like just miss it, so I just came in on my phone. I'm walking around.
It looks really weird from this.
Different.
Yeah, it looks really weird.
You look like a dad who's going to upload on YouTube just how wrong the world is and how children these days. I threatened to beat someone up over the internet.
This is my normal face, guys. I can't change it, so...
At this point, I'm going to go back and say, guys, it's all need to come see this, and I'm going to lead them back down.
Yep, as you are all led down,
it's a pledge.
Yeah, it's a pledge.
Oh, that's right. The pledge of Optimus that I don't know about yet. I read the book.
Yes. I've heard about this before. The great Artemis. This is very fascinating, the history behind it.
Who is Artemis?
I thought Callum was going to read who Artemis is.
Artemis Fowl. No.
He knew what was happening there. His RP was so strong. Oh, he knows what's going on.
I thought he knew who Artemis was because it's Artemis in real life, like in mythology.
Obviously, the goddess of the hunt.
Yeah.
Goddess of the hunt.
It would make
No,
sense.
it's the Lady of the Hunt, and it's
There's only one Lady of the Hunt, our sweet Lady Vexalia.
I'm sorry,
It's
guys.
strange though, because you do notice that it's like.
There's also fertility. There's.
But you also notice
Critical
like
Role reference. I will find it.
the oath is kind of like a Catholic thing, and then the two-finger thing is like an occult thing. It's almost like it's a mixture of different religions that seem to be about. Even the candles are like different as well.
We're worshipping Satan.
I'm going to think. I'm very intrigued. I'm going to look at the pictures and just do that while I read aloud the creed.
Yeah, you read it out in that, and you just kind of feel an oversense of duty, like there's something important you need to do.
Yeah. So I read it, then I look at everyone else and pass it over to them. So,
None of us are there, James.
Oh,
Oh,
he
yes, you
took
are.
his down. He went to go get his
Oh,
flesh,
well.
chose not to go.
Did you? Oh, okay. I do apologise.
what?
I'm gonna leave the little Master Eddie upstairs because, you know, I'm a bit nervous about whatever this is. So I'm gonna leave him with the caretaker.
I'm nervous with this. I'll leave him with the caretaker who I did not trust up until he made me tea.
Yeah, make Anna's tea. She'll love you for life.
To be fair, he's the least suspicious out of everyone here.
He's actually a serial killer or something. He's Jack the Ripper.
So yeah, I said the creed. I'm going to say
I
so.
would actually like you to read it out if.
Okay, I'm going to go up and I'm going to say, just face the statue and go, I solemnly swear not to be corrupt, bloodied or weakened by the spawn of the underworld. I swear not to let my mind be muddled, clear of eye, thought, pure of truth. I swear to put the society before my own ambitions and emotions, my life or my comrades. So my life for my comrades. I pledge my life to you, Holy Artemis, for the battle against Vaesen and the reduction of Madcades.
I like the idea of my life or my comrades. Yeah, man, I can give you that.
Yeah, well,
Actually, it does. That would fit this as well because.
yeah, yeah.
You also
Yeah.
have to say this.
I'm gonna I'll feel compelled, especially when you mention Artemis. It's something I don't know much about, but again, hunters have talked to the hunters, and I've heard of the goddess of the hunt. It seems like that should be important. And unless you really want me to read that, I will then read the I will then read
I'll
the,
maybe make you read it when you are going out to one together, but that's if you. This is just an option if you want to read it right now.
I'm not gonna read it just yet because I don't know what's happening.
I want to read it in my accent, so I do.
Yes. Go
I
for it.
solemnly swear not to be corrupted, bloodied or weakened by the spawn of the underworld. I swear not to let my mind be muddled, clear of eye, keen of thought, pure of deed. I swear to put the society before my own ambitions or emotions. My life for my comrades. I pledge my life to you, Holy Artemis, for the battle against Vaesen and the protection of mankind. Of all mankind. Of all person-kind. Mankind seems gender-specific.
Well, that's very forward of you.
Okay, well, it's a god.
Very forward.
Time travel.
I had glow sticks as well, but no.
It appears to be this man is ahead of his time.
A lot ahead of his time.
I will read it as
His
well.
iPhone search text. Yes, I'm really ahead of my time.
Your phone has an eye on it.
I'll read it as well.
We're a proud
Wait, what's a
creature.
phone?
Wait, there's many things you just said there that I need you to unpack.
I don't know what it is.
It's Callum's turn to
Okay.
say he's-
Sorry.
I solemnly swear not to be corrupted, bloodied, or weakened by the spawn of the underworld. I swear not to let my mind be muddled, clear of eye, keen of thought, pure of deed. I swear to put the society before my own ambitions and emotions, my life for my comrades. I pledge my life to you, holy Artemis, for the battle against the Vaesen and the protection of mankind.
Has
Yes.
everyone read this then?
If Sally was here.
Anna will take the bit of paper and start reading. Just give me a second because I have not got that up. I solemnly swear not to be corrupted, bloodied, or weakened by the spawn of the underworld. I swear not to let my mind be muddled, clear of eye, keen of thought, pure of deed. I swear to put the society before my own ambitions and emotions. Yep. My life for my comrades. I pledge my life to you, holy Artemis, for the battle against Vaesen and the protection of mankind. And
yeah,
I'm standing there. Should I have just said that out loud? She's not sure what she's done.
Oh, yeah.
She just did it because everyone else did and she panicked.
Yeah, you've all said your oaths. Normally they say this just as they go out for a hunt.
Oh, so it's like a little ritual sort of thing.
Yeah. It's
I
you're
like it.
asking
So we
for
have
the
to say
gods
that
of the
every
hunt.
time we play.
In future, it'll just be, I say the oath. I
In
say
fact,
Yeah.
In fact,
The
as you
Pledge of
kind of go
Allegiance.
through it, you do notice that the ritual actually is getting blessed by a priest doing the oath to Artemis and putting salts on your head and kind of washing your hands in like goat's blood and stuff. There's lots of like rituals they seem to do.
There's a lot of mixed rituals in here. There's definitely there's a lot of strange things happening.
I mean,
hear,
we could have used the fox for this.
All of them
Like,
seem to be like asking for protection from so many different things, but it seems like it's set up to be based around your own beliefs. Some like people in the writings in the books that Callum will come across, some of them seem to say that the priests would refuse to do the oath to Artemis, but they would do a version of it for Jesus. There'd be people that would refuse to do the priest's blessings. There are ones that just went to every single one of them and just.
If you remember in the first Mummy movie when it was Benny and he was like praying for protection, he just had all the holy symbols. Does this one work? Nope. Does this one work? Nope. Does this one work? Okay. This one saved me. I'm now whatever this is.
Yeah.
see from my face when he hears washing hands, just like when he hears goat's blood. Okay, that's it.
Yeah,
That's it.
if you all go to bed for the night, unless anyone else wants to do anything.
Not at all.
So is there like ceremonial objects?
Oh yeah, there's different religious things all over the place.
Okay. No, I will go. She'll go to bed, yeah. Go and check on the little master.
Matthias has a bit of an irregular sleep pattern, so when he can't sleep, he just flips through the books in the library, goes to sleep, then wakes up, flips the books in the library, and goes to sleep again.
Reads a page, goes to sleep for 2 hours. Reads a page, goes to sleep for 2 hours.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, so he's rest up for the night. In the morning, he's kind of, as you are wandering around the castle, you do see a letter that's been put through the letterbox that Fisk seems to be picking up and looking at, and just kind of like hands it over to the first person that approaches, who I'm going to say is James.
I'm going to go, what is that you've got there? And then hand it off to him and goes, going to have a look at it. Is there anything like about it, like a seal or something about it?
It seems to be a letter.
A letter, okay.
Uh,
I'm going
It's from
to-
Olaus.
Labs. Definitely.
No. And he kind of has a wee smile on
Just
his
did
face.
that weird head tilt that my dog does when she's confused.
He kind of does.
Um,
No. Smiles as he's saying it. And this is what it says. If I will say that I will get Lee to read this one out.
Yep.
we'll go. We'll give the letter to
No.
Lee then.
Oh shit.
Before-
Okay. Right. The handouts note, yeah?
Yep.
I can straighten it out and kind of like
Dance of
move it back and forth a little bit. Go. The Dance of Dreams. A shadow play of horror, murder, and revenge. Let yourself be enraptured and terrified by shadow theatre with clockwork, and amazing as that of the master's constructions on the continent. Watch as evil smiles, good people go to their doom, and spirits come to life. Follow Askir Hjort's encounter with the Black One, his struggle, and finally the betrayal which claimed his family. Hear the tunes of the enchanted flute that sends souls dancing to hell. The show will premiere shortly at the Witch Cat Inn, not for the faint of heart. This sounds like a real hoot. We should definitely go to this. But
It
maybe
says-
not the boy.
It says meet me tonight at the Witch Cat in Olas. I have a bad feeling about this.
Oh yeah,
Is this a play?
It could be more than a play.
This seems almost like a summons, or perhaps it is like
Could
a,
be a secret meeting.
Still,
or
I
just
don't
an
like
invite to a play. Like we should definitely go. We are landowners and
I mean,
shit.
it sounds cool. Wish wouldn't have said cool. That wouldn't have been a word.
It's just fucking awesome, I think you say.
I've got
I
this in
will
the book.
say
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
historically accurate, so cool can exist in this.
Okay.
Totally tubular, far out, man. There you
Dude.
It seems sus, if you ask me.
go.
Yes.
I'm just
Yeah.
interested.
Yes, Queen.
Yes, Queen.
I don't know.
Um,
Let's just go to this.
Yeah,
I think we should go.
I think we should go as well.
Fine, I'll go too.
The
But I don't like this.
the caretaker will kind of look up at you and be like, "Oh, if you're going out, you should remember to prepare.
Prepare.
You never know what
Um,
you're going to encounter."
I agree.
Well, I always
Have my
take my
rifle.
rifle with me.
You have a
Yeah.
rifle as
You-
well.
No, sorry, a revolver.
Like,
Yeah,
holy
I will
shit.
always carry my revolver. The master's with you, taken care of. I think everything's okay.
I will say mechanically what this is you're getting your advantage for that. So
Right.
basically, each of you can do something around the castle that may assist you on what's coming ahead. For instance, you can do some research into it and get some answers to questions, and you can also do some physical prep, which will give you a +2 to a specific role that you choose. So it's like if you're wanting force, you might just start doing shadow walks, and for instance, it's your choice what your character will do in the meantime.
I want to turn round to the caretaker and go and ask about what do you mean prepare? I'm going to look at the note. I'm going to try and investigate and pick it out and see if there's anything in it that we should be aware of, or see if there's any sort of history around this.
Oh, it's a play. You never know what's going to happen in a play.
Not in the good ones, anyway. It should not be obvious.
I've heard of men getting shot at plays.
I've
I'm
shot
gonna-
many plays.
I'm going to prepare my gun. That's what I'm going to do.
I'm gonna do some research.
Yeah, I will clean my rifle and my hunting rifle, and I will. No, shut up. I only can do one thing. I will sit with my dog and explain that she has to sit very quietly during the play.
Go, you get a
Good luck.
+2 to anything to do with your dog.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Yeah, I'll just pick the dog up because the dog could do all kinds of crazy shit. It can attack people, for example.
I'd like
I'm
to
gonna
examine
make-
every possibilities.
And we'll come back to you, Callum, because you're asking questions. Rachel, what you doing?
I'm going to make some tea for the caretaker and the little boy before we go out so they've had something to eat
You'll have a
before
+2.
they go to sleep, you guys.
You'll have a +2 on any type of empathy roll.
Okay.
James, you were what to investigate too, weren't you?
Yeah.
Since James said it first, we'll go with James first. What is it you want to investigate out of this letter?
I just want to investigate the theatre and
Okay.
the
You start looking.
historical aspect of the actual films. To try and find out what it is that we're going to.
Yeah, you go through different books and that in the library, and you come across Shadow Plays, which is it's basically it was quite famous in Paris, quite famous in England, and quite famous in like Italy. It's essentially shadow puppets, so it's all your kind of like paper ones that are moved, and it would be the light would cast the shadow, and it'd do your different shapes. So we would notice shadow puppets modern day, but these would be far more advanced.
I was going to.
Callum, that was what you got as your advantage. You got that information. Callum?
Let me see. Oh, sorry, do me a sec. Perhaps maybe I could look into more research of the play itself, The Dance of Dreams. What it is based on, and the history behind it.
Okay, you kind of look through the books as well, through the library. Don't see anything to do with dreams, and there are dream things, but like the dance of dreams. But then when you're kind of like looking through the letter and that, you're sitting there, it sounds like a tragedy, something, and then it's like you kind of like circle death and like looking through the books and that, and you kind of come across like a letter that's talking about betraying someone. That's all you can get for that, because this is super unlikely you'd come across it. But you do come across some letters like betraying someone at the Witch Cat, and what have I done? I'm going to burn in hell for this.
Shit.
This only affirms my
And
suspicions.
this is from the society. This is a society member that's written this.
This only affirms my suspicions. Something about it just doesn't feel right. This only affirms my suspicions.
What's the Cal character at the moment while we're more researching?
Yeah, I would say you're both in the library at the same time discussing.
I'm just going to go. What are you feeling? What are your feelings on this?
Unfortunately, very negative. There's something ominous about this note. And not just from the descriptions, but there's something about it. More than just a play description, or a plot written from Wikipedia or something.
So you think this is a plot of conspiracy to harm or something?
More likely a trap of some kind. Do you concur?
Have you ever heard of the Witch Cat Inn? Is this the theatre or is this an inn that we're going to?
Sorry, didn't catch that, sorry?
Would you have heard of the Witch Cat Inn?
I can't say I'm familiar with it. I'm quite secluded in the tower for quite a while. I was hoping you may be more.
I will say that, James, you continue to look because you didn't get much for yours. You find out the Witch Cat Inn is about a 3.5-hour ride from here. It seems to be down next to the river. It seems to have ties to the society.
Right. So it's interesting that has ties
You see a name called Pyrie. Pyrie. Seem to be like... They seem to be part of the society.
This pirate seems like an ex-member or was a member of this society. Maybe it's got something to do with this Dance of Dreams. Maybe we should go and see it and see what it's like. And go to this and then start telling them where it is.
We do not have a choice.
I will show you the map right now so you can see where what it looks like. I'll try and do this without ruining my Discord and that for recording, because this at one point decided it wasn't going to allow me to do both at the same time. Right, where is this? Should have a map of this. Why is it not showing? It's fine. I'm going to have to do this and get it the old-fashioned way. In fact, I'm just going to put this in the Discord for you, because I've just got to put it up on the screen on this when we get it. I'm hoping this is still streaming it. Aye, it is. Good.
Going to be looking at notes and with the character and just
Matthias.
Matthias. Sorry, I can forget them. Don't lie.
That's alright.
I'm going to go.
Yeah, just RP ahead whilst I'm trying to get this in for you.
I'm
do
going to pick up.
apologise.
When I pick up the books that I find about the inn and just show it to you, it's used my investigation knowledge to look at all this.
If you just check in the general and Discord, that's it there.
Alright.
There we go.
So I sort of circle that with just to let them know that that's here. And how long will it take us to get there?
3.5 hours, isn't it?
Yeah.
By carriage.
3.5 hours. By carriage.
Okay.
Then I'm going to go, once we all meet together, I'm going to say it again to everybody about what me and Matthias have discussed.
Yes, I think it's a good idea to go.
Be wary.
We night out in the town.
We do not have any choice. Let's be wary about this.
I don't know what you're worried about. I think this will be a fine night at the theatre.
I'm not worried.
Well, I'm not worried either. I trust this saber and my revolver, and I'm fine.
I'm probably still.
Yeah, I just hold my revolver. Got it. And
You are appropriately dressed for the theatre. We will be fine.
the little master's got the caretaker who's clearly going to be fit enough to help if anything goes wrong.
Oh, yes, absolutely. The caretakers, I'm sure it'll be fine. In this day and age, this is incredibly common. Just you leave children with strangers and hope they don't eat them.
He just kind of like walks down the hall holding like 7 rats by the tail, and he's like, "What would you like done with this?"
Little Eddie's, I got one too.
Yeah.
Learning.
Good job. See, I told you, we learn lots of lessons in this place.
I think the first thing we should be doing is perhaps finding a governess or he's too old for a nanny, but at least some less weird people.
I look after him, don't I? Oh, you mean when we're out?
You're not always here. I get the impression we're going to be going on some kind of adventures.
It's been my job forever. I didn't think about it.
We could bring him with you. There's no such thing as child safety laws now, so.
No, but
He should probably have a gun. Here, let us find him a gun. To protect himself.
I think he might fly away with the pushback from the gun.
Oh, perhaps just a knife, just several knives.
What?
I have been teaching them some fighting, and by that, some kind of ninja moves. I don't know what you call them.
Martial arts?
Baritsu.
Self-defense moves? Or...
You're London in the 18th century, it's Baritsu.
A combination of punching, kicking, and hitting them with your umbrella.
Teaching them some little fight moves, stances and stuff.
He's
not going to need it, but she's just going to teach him things.
I'm going to teach them
She's
that. I'm going to teach them how
his guardian, so.
I'm going to teach them how to wield a sword as well.
Okay.
Maybe when you're 10.
It's all seem like fine pursuits for a young boy.
I
Let's go
completely
to the theatre.
I've completely forgot to ask, what is the doggo's name and what kind of dog is it?
SIF. It is an elk hound.
Elk hound, well.
Elk hounds are kind of big, aren't they?
Yeah. They fuck up elks.
Cool. So are you heading out? Are you going into town? Are you doing anything before you head?
I'll probably prepare a few bombs.
What?
Well,
You've already done your prep. You can't prepare bombs. You've had your prep.
Okay, fair enough. Just use sugar.
I attach the grenade launcher to my rifle.
Cool. So you're all heading?
Yeah, I think she would. I've prepared myself before going out. Just get my cloak on and.
Yeah. I'm going
Probably
to look
just-
all fancy and stuff, like the nice vest, shirt, and yeah.
Might just wear the
Right.
exact same clothes. Might just wear a bow tie in front of everything. There we go, and dressed up.
There is
Yeah,
a
I'll
picture
be
of
wearing
my-
some fresh clothes. But
put the
nothing
picture
fancy
of my
because
sweet
she ain't got
lady
any
Sif.
money. That's
We
so
have money. We
fucking
have
cute.
resources. We have resources, so you do have access to money.
Yeah.
What is your number?
Do you?
Yes, it should be part of your character sheet. It'll say resources. He might make you roll.
We
Oh,
will
for
say
it.
any shopping will happen off stream because it is not fun.
My
to
resources
watch.
just says
Yeah.
3, so
No, 3 means
I've
that you are
got-
struggling, but you have access to money, so you will be able to afford things. You'll be able to afford a small amount of food and perhaps clothes. Yes, I can.
Yes, I can.
And that's as the DM said, it is boring to go shopping, so just assume that exists. Are any of us particularly rich? I'm a 4, so I'm financially stable.
I'm thinking Alford as well. I'm financially stable as well.
What you, Callum?
Let me see.
he's
level.
rich, so
You mentioned it earlier. That's why I'm asking.
I guess maybe a 5. Middle class.
Okay, he's well off then.
Oh.
So,
the master's about a 7 or an 8.
yeah, but not right now. He's not got access
No.
to his
No.
resources.
You know what I mean?
That is why we need to make the land work for us. But let's go to the theater and enjoy ourselves.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, but off to the theatre we go. How are we going to get there?
I was going to take the carriage. I thought we'd just hire a carriage.
We
as
have
normal.
we have one?
We do not
Okay.
own a carriage, but we can
Okay.
rent one soon.
I
That's
have
a good
some.
idea, actually.
I have some funding. Let me take care of it.
Okay, sure.
So the carriage.
I just spend the coins.
He doesn't even care. I handle horses for a living. Do you think your saliva's going to bother me, mate?
They'll be in a better condition. They're in better condition now than they will be.
But with those rotten teeth, I'm not too sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
sad.
Just kidding. You probably have nice teeth, to be honest.
Don't backtrack, Rachel. His teeth are disgusting. You're right. Look at you and your
Okay,
disgusting teeth.
you have disgusting teeth.
I invented toothpaste, and I use that.
He made toothpaste, but uses the
I
comb for his
invented
hair.
the toothbrush.
I haven't invented toothbrushes yet, but I have invented toothpaste, so I just use my
You put it on with your finger.
Cool. So
Anyway.
as you get into the carriage and that, you're starting to head down south. Now it's autumn, so you do see the leaves, but it's quite a nice day. But this is like only midday, and you start to see it getting dark, and there's like clouds all over, and then a terrible storm starts to brew, and black clouds blanket the sky with the wind howling and rain. Hail starts pouring down on you. It seems to be getting through the carriage somehow, like in the windows and that, and it's soaking you to your skin. Lightning starts cracking again. Thunder. Horses are starting to panic again. The coachman just keeps driving, same as before. Like I said, the journey takes about 3.5 hours, and the storm seems to grow more violent the closer you get to this inn. Through the coach's window, Lake Malar in the west. Foaming waves are splashing against the shoreline. Travelling through a pine forest, tall trees being knocked to the ground by tempest winds. Split by lightning striking the flashes and lightning, large rocks among the trees. Moss-covered lumps staring back at you, and suddenly the witch cat inn appears at a T-junction. Surrounded by woods with Lake Malar to the north and west, it seems to be the only building around. The coachman eagerly drops you off and continues his route. He tells you he's going to Sigtuna. Halfway between the inn and a small community in the distance, you see a lonely church tower protruding from the trees.
I slept with a thunder crack.
Chakathun. I was just going to go into the inn, and I want to order a appropriate beverage. So like a
would
strawberry daiquiri.
want to be a nice gentleman and rush Lady Bailey's into the end by covering her over with my coat.
Thank you, Jack. That was very kind of you. I will order a sherry. I think that's the thing they drank back then, right?
I just come in with such a stink face, and I'm like, vodka, whatever.
Cool.
The largest measure of the cheapest drink you have, please.
As you go into the room, it's a large lounge with a double fireplace, like each side of the room, and they're roaring, keeping the place nice and warm. However, you do see there's leaks everywhere, and it still seems to be cold. There's 2 fires, and it's still cold. As you approach the bar, you see this big, boisterous, heavy guy with a big, bushy beard, and he's like, "Welcome, my name's Sammy. It's a pleasure to meet you. And what can I get for yous?"
I would like a sherry, please.
It's a pleasure to see you too, and Matthias just low-key flirts with him.
Okay.
Yes.
Into bears.
So he starts pouring the sherry and that, and he's talking with his and that, and his cousin. So what brings you to my establishment today?
We're here
it seems like he wants something different than we do.
We're here for the entertainment.
The entertainment?
Yes, we received an invite to the play that is going to be on this evening.
A play?
It came in the post.
Can I see that?
Letter with me, so I'll give it over to him.
He just kind of looks at it and he's, "Hold on 2 minutes." And he kind of hands the letter over and he goes into the kitchen. And you start hearing him yelling that, "What have I told you? You don't do these tricks. I told you. No." And then a slap. And then he just comes back out and he's, "I'm really sorry. There is no play here tonight. I don't know. It must be some kind of prank."
I don't know what you did in that kitchen, but that sounds pretty hot.
Can I ask who you were shouting at? Because it sounds like someone back there has done something wrong.
I don't know what you're meaning. That I wasn't shouting.
I would quite like to confront this liar and see why they have made us come all of this way for no reason.
Yeah, why the person made us waste our time, all of them come here to your fine establishment. Why would they make us come here?
I'm still waiting on my drink.
He just starts pouring you your drink. Hold on 2 minutes. And he just pours you your beer. It's not a fucking daiquiri.
They haven't been invented yet.
And then it kind of comes
in it.
He goes into the kitchen and you just
I think that was seasoned.
You wait a couple of minutes and then you kind of see a little girl coming out that's about maybe 12 years old, and she kind of turns around and shouts, "This is why Mother left!" and just runs away upstairs.
So it was a young girl. Oh, okay. It's understandable now why the prank happened. Yes, okay. All is forgiven on my end. I understand, children.
Yes, I'm very sorry. She's been a little troubled since her mother.
Would you like me to talk to her?
No, I don't think that would do any good. It's better that she go and sulk and think on her lessons.
I think it should be a little less harsh on her. What happened to her mother?
I would ask you not to tell me how to raise my daughter, sir.
Certainly domestic.
I know disrespect.
Mr. Daniels, maybe we should stay out of these family affairs, perhaps.
Do you recognize the name Olus?
Oh, yeah, he's over in the corner. Olus, why did you send this out? And he just kind of goes, just sitting there, I don't know. And he kind of looks at you with a knowing look.
Okay,
I'm going to
this
walk over to him and sit down.
Is there any other people in the bar?
Yeah, there's a tall, wiry kind of waiter that seems to be serving out lots of food and drinks and that. You suddenly see like the occasion where like this red-headed, chubby guy kind of looks over. It seems to be the cook. He's quite sweaty for being in the kitchen. You can see various patrons. You can see a father in the corner that's sitting reading the Bible. There seems to be a farmer that seems to be drinking, and he occasionally laughs away with Sammy and that. And there seems to be this woman that is sitting very uncomfortably, like looking about, and she specifically keeps switching between James and like kind of looking at them and like shifting.
Is there anywhere in this bar that a play could have taken place? Is there a stage, or is it just a fairly simple kind of inn?
It's just a fairly simple kind of inn. But as Rachel sits with Olaus, he kind of like muscles up to you, kind of to whisper, and he's, I heard the society is being reformed.
Who are you, may I ask?
Listen, it doesn't matter who I am. I'm an officer. I'm like you. I see things others don't. Just like you.
Okay.
There's been strange going-ons in this inn. I've been watching it for a while. Don't think I could deal with it myself. But, yeah, I think it might be haunted. I slept here the other night and I was filled with nightmares. I was getting my throat slit.
Oh, that's not good. Have you
woke
seen
up in
anything?
sweats. Yeah, I think I saw a man when I was going to the bathroom. Just
Are you
standing
sure that there
staring at
wasn't
me.
an actual man there?
You're the same as me, aren't you? I can tell. We can tell each other.
Okay.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
wasn't a man.
Yeah. Okay.
It was transparent for one.
No legs.
Okay.
Floating.
It was just a head.
And so detached from the mortal realm that exists in it. Still detached.
I think it might be a revenant.
I see. I've heard of these revenants before. They're very nasty. Paranormal.
Revenant, they're the ones that they're the Catholic ones, yeah? They are the ones that preach the Bible.
You kind of see the priest
I'm
look
gonna
up
go
at
like
you right
this.
now.
Jacob, we need to be a bit more quiet. Nobody
Not
here knows what we're
revenant.
talking.
They're
Yeah,
just
nobody-
preachers.
Nobody here knows things
Like
like,
a vicar.
that.
Revenants are basically zombies, but more intelligent.
No, the Revenant
Yeah.
are like the man over there with the collar on.
Anyway,
Do you mean a reverend?
Reverends. I said revenant, not reverend.
Oh, right, sorry, I misunderstood. But what is a reverend?
A reverend.
I was wondering how long it was going to take anyone.
Revenant. A revenant.
Ollie, that was fantastic.
I'm gonna check something to see.
A revenant is a creature that's been brought back from the dead. Not necessarily a ghost, but like a zombie, but more intelligent.
I think
That
so.
is
Reference
one
there.
myth of it, but you didn't spend any resources looking into one, so you only know
I
some
mean,
stories.
why would we have?
You don't know which one's true. Yeah.
Maybe we should stay the night and
are these things like Vaesen then? But
Yeah.
non-living.
Yeah, anyway, if you guys can destroy this and just contact me here, I'll send you some money for it.
Hold on a second. What do you mean destroy? Do you have a pamphlet or something that tells us how to do this, or?
I'll be with you soon. See, it's
Can
a
I do-
test.
Can I do some sort of check to see if I know anything about revenants? My character knows anything about revenants?
I don't know, it's like because you've only just had access to the library. I know, but there is stuff. I will say, the mysteries are designed for you to find this kind of information in the mystery. You're not going to know at some point.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Sorry.
As long as you find the
Yes.
right stuff.
It's all right.
Allergy season.
You
Yeah.
can always
Just said
ask
bless
the
you.
guy as well.
I was going to. So you say this is like a ghost. I'm going to lean into the group and say, fuck, James, what's your character? Oh, yeah, Jack. I seen that lady over there. She seems to be looking intently at you. Do you recognize her? Don't look. Play it cool, man.
I'll look.
As soon as
that's what I would actually do.
if
In
she
real life,
kind of,
that's what I would actually
if
do.
Rachel looks directly at her, you kind of see her like holding her bag and covering it a wee bit, and she kind of gets up and starts walking for the door.
I will get up and follow her. I'm going to get up and follow her.
I'm going to go, Ma'am, are you okay? Do you need help with anything?
I'm fine. I'm fine. And she kind of like just bolts for the door.
Yeah, I'm going to get up and follow her and try and catch her. Not grab her or anything, but try and catch her. And... Is everything okay, miss?
Shoot her or anything.
She is running from you.
I know, right? Just running. Okay. I will chase her then, because if everything I've just heard, I'm going to be quite concerned by she's running away from me.
Yeah, I'm going to run after Lady Bailey.
I will say you just get out the door as they have ran ahead, so the only one that will get a chance to chase her is Rachel. If you can roll me I'm trying to find my notes to know
movement, is it not usually?
Yeah, it's move. Yeah, I couldn't remember if it's an athletics or that, but it's move.
Yeah, it's one of the few ones I remember.
Where's movement?
No, it's not in
just
this
me
one, mate.
move.
It said maybe it's agility or something, or
Yeah, just do agility.
Oh, agility.
No.
Yeah.
It would be agility, yeah.
yeah, it's moving. They've got different names in it.
That's what I couldn't remember. I knew different games had different names for it, and even in the Mutant Zero system seems to have different names for it.
Can I add my +1 to this that you give us?
You can. No successes. Yep,
No.
she bolts in. She seems to jump on a horse and go woof, starts flying away. Nicks a horse, speeds, gallops away.
I want to be your friend. This is why I said play it cool and don't look. Yeah, I would like to speak to the Revenant over there.
Reverend.
That's what I said, a Revenant.
Did the
Right.
woman look scared, Scott?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I'm not even going to make you roll that. She looked terrified.
She was holding a bag. Was it just like a handbag kind of thing? A carrier?
It was
or...
like a rather large bag, but like a leather pouch bag. We would kind of say roughly about the same size we would say a laptop bag would be.
Right.
In fact, it would be very similar to the kind of one that Matthias would have to carry his books.
So I have documents and stuff in, most likely.
Could be a lot of things, but could be that.
Like probably notes, documents, maybe some scalpels, some tools, files, random shit.
Goals, stuff like
Yeah,
that.
chemicals, just random shit.
But I can't catch up to Lady Bailey's. I'm going to go back to the bar and try and talk to the...
You will have caught up to her, but you will not be able to like.
Oh yeah,
you,
the
you wouldn't be
woman
able
got
to chase
off
the
on
women.
horse.
You weren't fast enough to get to that point. Rachel was the only
I've
one that
lost
could
her.
have caught her.
Yeah, I didn't
I
roll well.
wasn't going to catch the woman. I was going to try and catch up to
Oh yeah,
Bailey.
you've caught up to her by now.
Yeah.
She's huffing and puffing, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
She's
she's...
just unloading a revolver in the direction of the lady.
No,
now.
she has not shot because the
Cool.
woman has not done anything to my knowledge.
Doesn't usually stop you. Okay.
I'm trying to be a better player, Lee.
I'm only joking. It does. You're doing excellent. It's like the idea that for no reason, fucking stop. Well, that's why she ran. Like so shit. She has a gun.
She has to run after her. I'm going to, once I get up to her, I'm going to go, that wasn't very ladylike.
Well, that's rude.
We'll skip back to Lee as
Fuck
you've
you.
said that on the scene. Lee is sitting with the Reverend.
Revenant. Greetings, sir. My name is Jaeger. I just moved to the area. I see you wear the vestments of the church. Is that... Do you work... I'm not sure the correct term. Do you worship? Do you pray? Do you live in the building?
All would be accurate, yes.
Wonderful. How long have you been in the area?
About 20 years.
20 years. And has your... Oh, wait, I think I know this word. Has your flock grown much in that time?
No, mostly dwindled. A lot of people leaving for the city. Bigger life. More adventures. No one wants a humble life anymore.
It must be a shame for you. What about yourself? Can you not get restationed, moved to the city? I've seen a very large temple in the city. Not temple, sorry. You call them churches.
He kind of looks up at you when you say temple and yes, there are many priests that operate in cities. It's more comfortable for some, but I have my flock here, and I wouldn't want to leave them.
That is very brave of you. So I use the word temple because my family used to follow the old religions, and it is the word I associate most with it. I have great interest in the Catholicism, though. How do you work when do you take elements of the culture from here and incorporate it, or do you bring your own way of doing things?
Personally, I teach from this, and he kind of holds up the Bible to you. I would be happy to teach you the basics if you'd like.
That sounds wonderful. I would like to attend one of your services. Is there one on soon that I can attend?
The Sunday at 12.
On Sunday. What day is it today?
Friday.
Okay, cool.
I will say there is a nearer church to you if you are interested in the nearer church.
I'm going somewhere with this, but it's just to kind of say hello to the guy. I'm going to go back and forward with them about tenets of the religion and kind of things. And then almost like, I have also heard stories of, what is the word, ghosts in the area. Is that something that the Catholic Church believes in?
Well, we believe that spirits pass on for judgment. However, some can be stuck in limbo. And some with strong ties to the world refuse to pass on.
Oh, and your God is meant to be truly loving. Is there a way that he could offer to perhaps help them move on to the afterlife?
He is loving, but it is their choice whether they love him. Some people love other things more.
Oh, really? And there's no incantation or ritual or anything that you could help to do to make them move on, or perhaps a holy symbol or something?
Oh, hypothetically, ghosts have been known to happen when they are buried in sacred ground. If a body is buried in sacred ground, they normally cannot come back as a ghost because a father has blessed them and introduced them to the Lord.
That is truly fascinating. For example, if a pagan had not accepted your Lord and Savior into his life, and then I wouldn't know this stuff, so would you do something to him? Would you consecrate the body and then bury him in the holy ground, and that would put his spirit at ease?
It will put his spirit at ease, but he may still go for judgment. And if he has not been a Catholic in life and confessed his sins, unfortunately, there's one way he would go.
Another question about the nature of purgatory. Just kind of slightly move it off into something else, and then ask if there'd be a way to maybe move them to heaven. Could there be a task you could perform, or would they have to spend so long there to kind of atone for their sins?
No, he kind of goes you need to be baptized.
Oh, really? And once you're past, then that is the end of it. Then, you have no chance to.
You must confess your sins. You must try to live a holy life, be a good man, and be a good father, be a good husband, provide for your community.
That is interesting.
Do not commit any sins, generally.
That is interesting. Now, as purely as a thought experiment, if, for example, a ghost could communicate, could it confess its sins and then move on to the afterlife if it took Jesus into its chest area, its metaphorical heart?
I say this, but I don't honestly believe many spirits do remain on Earth. I've never seen one.
When he says he doesn't believe in spirits, I look around the room nervously.
For instance, as he said that, you kind of see Sammy get really angry looking. And he's like, so I don't really believe in those kind of things. I believe people just go straight for judgment, whether they're in consecrated ground or not. I do consecrate ground, and I do go through the process to ease it. However, I don't believe that a ghost can float around and tell you what to do. That just seems ridiculous to me.
Do you only consecrate the graveyards, or could you, for example, consecrate this inn? Is the barkeep, is he a member of your flock?
Yes, Sammy is quite a regular churchgoer, especially of recent.
And yes, he said the loss of his wife must have been very sad for him.
Yes.
And that is why you are here. Do you keep an eye on him and speak to him throughout the day and ease his mind?
No, he's my friend. He provides me sustenance and drink, and I provide his soul nutrition and sustenance.
That is truly a wonderful thing you do. I kind of like to put my hand out to shake his hand.
He kind of does shake it, and he's
I'll
like,
kind of do the elbow thing.
and he's kind of, and I would like to see you on Sunday. I would.
If we are still here, I would love to. I will definitely visit the church. I will. I may be back in Uppsala, but I will visit the local Catholics.
Yeah, and I do not know a father's name for up there. If in case it is in the book, it will be Father whatever's in the book. But if it's not,
for
right
Father
now,
TBC in certain Father Brown.
It's Father Sven, as of right now.
Cool. And I'll just kind of thank him, and then I'll perhaps speak to you later on. I might think of more questions. I'll go back, and I'm assuming by this point everyone else has came back in.
Yeah, because that was quite a long period where you were going to switch to Callum. And what's Callum been doing in the meantime?
Probably just like examining the surroundings around. Help me just trying to analyze the place, the actions of the people.
Roll me. What's the perception in this? I thought I'd printed a sheet, but I didn't.
Is it? That's logic. I don't know.
It's down in your skills. See if you go down further.
Could it be like investigation or vigilance?
Yeah, investigation would work.
Vigilance
Vigilance would as well.
Observation or
either.
Let's go for vigilance then.
Vigilance.
1 success.
Yeah. You're kind of like looking around, and it's like it's fresh paint. The wood doesn't look that rotted, but it's still leaking through. This has been repaired recently, and quite well. And it's still leaking. The walls are still cracking. It's still cold, and there's 2 fires on.
If all these repairs, then it shouldn't be cold like this. I could literally see my vapor. This is very strange. Something is wrong with this inn. Do I believe it's like structurally sound, but at the same time it doesn't.
It's not structurally sound.
Yeah. So I was thinking like maybe it's like not a structural problem, but maybe it's something else that's making it wet and cold.
I'm saying like you can see work has been put into this place. A lot of heart and soul has went into trying to fix this, and whoever's done it has known what they're doing, but for some reason it's not stopping whatever's happening. It should be, but it's not.
So it's definitely something else that's causing it, or at least that's what I think.
With your sight, you would know that it's maybe some sign of supernatural. Cool. Rach is away now. We'll go with James. What are you doing now that you're back in the inn?
I help Lady Bailey's back at the inn. I'm going to go back to the bar and just sort of ask about the history of the inn from the barman, and then I apologise that I did not mean any offence to how to raise a child. Just I don't like child violence.
It's not violence, it's teaching her how to be a young lady. However, my grandfather, he built it, and he's passed it down to my father, and I've followed it since. I hope to one day hand it to my daughter, but yeah, she will. She will. Yes.
Sure, she'll take care of it in time, and I can relate to that. I show my sword. This was I'm going to explain. This is my grandfather's, and it's been given down to me, so I keep it close. So
Yes, it's important to follow tradition and to follow in the footsteps of your family. They've chosen the correct path so far. It is important.
it's
Like,
very loyal of you. Tell me about this then. Who was the woman that ran out of here?
that's my daughter, Sophia.
Do you mean the other one that ran out the door?
Oh, her. Yeah, I don't know. She was just a guest.
Or a guest? How long has she been here?
She'd only stayed here since last night. She was supposed to stay for another night, but she seems to have fled.
Okay. There's another question I want to ask. Got two fires and this place is still cold.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's the last couple of months. I just can't seem to keep the place up. Before I took over from my father, I was a workman. It says, and I built houses. I repaired them. I could do it, and no matter what I do, this place just won't stay up.
I can see you've done a grand job with this place.
I don't. Do not insult me, sir. You've already insulted me. This place is my life. And
I don't mean to insult. I'm just merely saying this place has done a grand job. I just really want to understand how long has it been like this? How long have you been trying to raise the heat up?
months, like at least 5. Everything was fine, and then suddenly everything wasn't. You can actually see that it looks like he's lacked sleep. Now that you're kind of like closer to him, you're noticing that he is. As much as it was boisterous and cheery at first, it's like that is like him trying to sum up all his energy, and he doesn't seem to have much. This man is drained.
I see he's taking a lot of toll on you.
You can see it's like his under his eyes, they're getting darker, and that his nails are starting to kind of crack, and you can kind of see like now that you're kind of closer to him, you can see it's almost like he's deteriorating as well.
I'm gonna go. Are you okay?
I just can't sleep. That's all it is.
So as I'm seeing it, he's almost of his aging.
Oh no, it's like he's an older man anyway. You can tell it's not like aging if you don't sleep for days on end, like that sullen look.
I thought you said it was like a gradual thing. That's happened to him gradual.
It's like he's deteriorating himself.
Okay.
I like the idea that every time the camera goes back to the guy, he's aged like 5 years. You're like, yeah. Fucking minutes. Like, the beard just gets longer every time it goes back to him.
No, it's like. I'm just going to ask more about what was this inn like before this all happened, and do you know what caused it? Because I kind of would like to help and see what caused it. See if I can help bring it back.
Roll me a manipulation roll. But
Manipulation.
Take a -1.
Oh
boy.
So that's a manipulation roll, -1, right? We'll say. Oh. This is going to be fun. I'll roll now.
So how many successes did you get?
I thought
Has it rolled yet?
7 successes.
Yeah, so press the wrong one. Right, I'll try again.
Rachel, see while this is happening, he's manipulating. I was going to whisper to you, I won't do his character. Why don't you try and speak to the daughter, but to get to her, tell the father that you work for the young master, the lord of that castle, and that he'd be interested in a companion. It's around about the same age. I don't know what age the daughter is.
They are actually about the same age.
And
yeah,
make sure you drop the lord quite fucking hard.
Yeah.
and then speak to her, and then try and get something of the mother's off the daughter that my dog could use to fucking find some bodies. Just saying.
All of them this before.
Okay. Yes, okay.
Zero says
Sorry.
Zero.
I'm gonna go
I
up
mean,
to
it
the
didn't
dude
say.
and
So let James finish his thing.
You go
Go
into your
fine.
skills and you click on the manipulation dice.
Yeah, I did that, and it's just when
Just roll
And
me
then
it
a
and
little
I'll
box should
just
pop
roll
up
me it and I'll
behind
take
it.
a minus and a success. You'll need 2 successes at least.
yeah, what's up? It's done again, so I'll have no successes anyway.
Just roll manipulation. Don't put any dice modifiers into it.
Am I pressing the wrong button?
If you just roll as many d6 as you've got in empathy and manipulation, that'll give you the same thing.
I'm gonna see because I don't like doing this because it freezes as if I do this wrong. But I'll do the roll for you.
James, how many do you have in empathy?
One.
One. Okay.
How many have you got in manipulation?
One.
2 dice, baby.
I've got two. I've got two in empathy, so
2 minus 1, so
Nothing.
Yep.
nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing.
Sir, he's gonna like pour you a drink.
I drink a piss.
I do not want to continue this conversation with you any further. Please go and join your friends, and can you please just send them up when you require sustenance? You have upset me quite dearly.
I'm going to say I apologise. I'm going to give him some money as to say I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend, and thank you very much. So I go.
And yep, you go and sit down, and that he's just keeping his eye on you as you walk away, and it's like you just see him shaking his head. We'll switch to Rachel. So Rachel, you were saying you were trying to go to Sophia, was it? Or were you trying to go up to him?
I'm gonna talk to him first. After Jack's talked to him, I'm presuming I can say he's in a terrible mood, so I'm gonna give him a few minutes and then talk to him.
Cool. Yeah, he's just in it. You can actually see he's very upset right now.
Sir, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Oh, okay. You just seem very... Anyway, we've just moved here, me and the young lord I look after. I think he's about the same age as your little girl, actually. And I was just wondering if there's any chance they would maybe meet and be friends. Or I could talk to her and see if she would like to be someone to talk to from here.
No, I think that'll be alright, ma'am. I'm the only person my daughter needs.
Maybe for him rather than...
I understand that you are trying to help your young lord, but my daughter will not be his first whore. She is a child.
No, I don't mean that. Friends. Youngsters have friends they play with. They do things together. They have fun.
You look over at Jaeger.
He's looking visibly confused. My daughter has enough fun as it is. She needs to learn responsibility.
I'm trying to teach him about the world, and having friends from different places and understanding different cultures would be very good for him. And I'm sure your little girl would get something out of being friends with the little lord. He's a very nice little boy, though. He's not rude at all.
Yes, but
Can I try and make some type of persuasion? Something.
I would, but I don't think he'll pass it. Kind of like triggering into something that would entice him. I'm not meaning it in a bad way. He's not. I will tell you, you have done enough talking with this guy to see that this guy keeps his daughter on a leash. Like,
that's fine.
She ain't going nowhere. She is staying here under his roof doing what he says. Everything about this guy has screamed controlling.
Matthias doesn't fancy it anymore.
I'm gonna go off. I'm just gonna say, I'm sorry to trouble you. I'm just gonna go to the bathroom. And then she's gonna walk off to the bathroom. And is it possible? Can I try and sneak off to where I presume the girl went in that direction?
You've seen her go up the stairs. You can roll a sneak if you want to. Is anyone else doing anything while she's doing
While
this?
she's doing that, I will go, barkeep, are you serving food, and is there rooms for the evening?
Finally, one of you asked me a question that is appropriate to ask an inn. There are several rooms.
Got one success.
Yeah, you've passed, especially because he's frustrated in dealing with Lee right now.
Sorry.
You would have already got extra dice for that, but that's enough.
Sorry, I was excited.
Yes.
Sorry. I would like an order for each of us of your whatever's hot, and can we have will require 2 rooms for ourselves for the evening, and I give the appropriate amount of money.
Yeah, you kind of give him over the money and that, and the chef comes out with some soup. Sorry, the waiter comes out with some soup and sets it down for all yous and stuff.
I don't need cutlery.
Nom, 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 nom. Is the soup delicious and hearty?
You kind of see Sammy doing the exact same thing.
Down the hatch.
It's for an educated man. It is crazy that you don't use spoons.
I used to use them.
He uses forks.
I don't see.
Now I know better.
But I don't see the use for them anymore when I live alone.
But I live alone with 5 other people. Okay.
You used to live alone, not anymore. I don't see any points of cutlery now.
Rachel, as you kind of get upstairs, and you can see several rooms. There is one on your right as you come up the stairs. There's 2 on your left, and there are 5 in front of you. The one on your right is boarded up.
Okay.
You can also see a trap door that seems to be leading you
I
there.
want to look in the room with the door boarded shut, but I also want to see the little girl, so I'm going to try and listen to each of the doors and try and see if I can hear the little girl. Or maybe give a little knock, but not too loud, just a little tap, if I can't hear anything.
As you go to each room, you hear nothing.
On any of them?
On any of them.
Okay, I'm going to go at the room that's boarded up then and try and see if I can open it in some possible way.
Cool. I will need both a stealth and a force roll.
Okay.
Again, a success.
I would like to retire to our rooms. Perhaps we should go upstairs and rest before our journey tomorrow. Are the rooms upstairs, barkeep?
Yes.
It won't let me re-roll a stealth because I've already rolled. Oh no, it did. Sorry. Oh, fail.
I am bonking up the stairs very loudly at this moment.
Can that be a distraction? What was it?
Well, he would know you're doing this. I would say it would be, but he can't. He wouldn't know you're doing this.
This gives aid to any noise that we make.
Can I have that aid, please?
You can't, because he wouldn't know.
Scott?
As much as he's joking about it, he wouldn't know you're doing anything.
What else do you need for me to roll?
Force.
Force. Oof.
Cool. So you seem to be rattling on it, and you just seem to get off. As you're going upstairs, Sammy literally walks past you going up the stairs because it's very obvious you can hear something, and he just comes up to seeing you trying to pull this wood off, and he's like, "How dare you? I've gave you food, I've gave you drink. You can clearly say no one's allowed in that room. It's not safe."
I saw your little girl come up here, but she's not in any of the rooms. There's no sounds, nothing. Where is she? Are you hurting that little girl? Because I swear, if you're hurting that little girl, she gets our revolver out. You best not be.
Roll me a. Is there an no? It's just manipulation again, isn't it? It's not intimidation.
What is it? Manipulation. I've got nothing in manipulation. Oh boy.
He kind of looks at you, and this is where you just realise just how big this guy actually is. Like, he is a towering man, and he's sitting there. I told you, don't tell me how to raise my daughter.
I'm going to scream really loud and try and get the attention of the rest of my companions.
Yeah, they're like Lee's behind them.
Yeah, this seems to have gotten out of hand fairly quickly. Innkeep, I am truly sorry. My friend is very concerned for the youngsters. I think we should
go.
The
little girl, something's wrong.
She's a woman, she's sensitive, I understand that, but she does not tell a man how to raise his daughter.
I haven't told you how to raise her.
Yeah.
I just said you better have not hurt her. That's all I've said. Where is your young daughter? I need to know she's safe.
You kind of see him just storm past you, and he just seems to go into one of the rooms.
I'm going to follow
up. The one
up.
on the furthest right.
I'm going to follow up.
This is not going to go well. I think perhaps we should cut our losses and perhaps just go to the room for a few hours. Let him calm down.
Maybe try the room that's boarded up, because that's something fishy there.
So are you going to Sammy, or are you going into the boarded room?
Just...
I talk.
Yeah, you...
Who you talk? No, I was telling Jack to...
Try and get in the boarded room.
Go to the boarded room, and I was following Sammy.
Okay, I'm not Jack. I'm Jaeger.
I knew that, sorry.
Is Jack and Callum coming up to your friend screaming, or are you just going, it's fine, I'm going to sit here and have my pint?
If I'd known that Jaeger was behind him, I wouldn't have screamed, because that would have been pretty pointless.
No, that's fine. Done.
Like, that you're not so far from the end part that they can't hear you.
Okay, I'm going to go down and get our friends and then bring them back up. Look, what are we doing here? I thought this was a revenant that we had to deal with. Now we have become social services for children. Now,
I have to make sure she's okay.
Shout her name. What is her name? Little girl, come here. Where are you, little girl?
I've shouted, I've knocked on all of the doors. No one's anywhere.
That is very...
She can't have just disappeared.
Knocking.
And she won't be asleep because it's too loud. I would have woken her up. Something's off.
But knocking all the doors in the inn while the innkeeper's downstairs, that's probably not a good idea.
Oh, he is in this room here. He has stayed upstairs, but perhaps she's ignoring us.
I'm following him.
Pointing out something that you might not have heard me saying. There was a trapdoor as well.
Trapdoor?
Yeah, up to the attic.
Let's go down. Well, let's
fuck.
But I was going to say, now you kind of have your three things.
I didn't
Sammy
know that.
stormed off into a room. Are you following Sammy and guessing Lee's gone into it, or are you leaving Sammy?
I do not want to follow Sammy. I do not think the girl is in there. I think she could perhaps be in the attic.
Okay, I'll look in the attic then. How will I get up? Because I'm presuming there's not just a ladder.
I will give you a shoulder up there.
Yeah, you just pulled in the hang and it comes down.
There's a rope you pull down and the ladder shoot out and hit you in the face.
Matthias is practically saying that, so I won't get it.
I'll go and have a look.
What is Lee doing?
I'm standing at the bottom of the ladder. I'm not going into the attic, and I'm desperately thinking of a way we can spin this so that this guy doesn't just go summon like some local kind of like militiaman or something to attack us. That's all I'm doing.
And
quickly find her, and we should leave.
Quickly, what is Cam James doing?
I'll probably stay in the main area just to observe anything that's outside the inn, just in case.
James?
Because I'm like proper weak and I can't do any fights.
I'm going to. I probably hear some commotion, so I'm just going to see what the commotion is.
Go. So you're now up with Lee and that.
Yeah.
Are you going up? Are you going up into the attic, or are you staying within the ladder?
You should go and help her.
You know what? Yeah, I'm going to go up in the attic.
Look for anything that may have belonged to the woman that lived here.
Yes, I was trying to ask about the women that lived here, but they all saw the guy's not too fond of me.
Yes,
Someone should look in that room back there.
But one thing at a time. Let's do one thing at a time. Go help. I will stand here and hopefully not be beaten to death.
You'll be fine. I'll go up and use the hilt of my sword to push it whatever it is up.
I'm already up there.
Yeah. You will go up the stairs with it, at which point you two will see a curtain before you.
Mm.
And you can hear behind the curtain, "Oh, it's almost ready, it's almost ready." "Yes, it's perfect." And then that's where we're going to be leaving it.
Yeah!
Damn! Oh, shit. No.
Just think, if you'd heard about the attic door, you'd have been like, attic. Instead,
If I paid attention, then I would know these things. But my brain only works so much at certain times of the day.
We will quickly go through any promotions. Callum?
Pardon you.
I have a comic book. Go to snitsiostudio.com for more information.
Nice. James?
I am part of a paranormal investigation group with a few friends called Unlock Paranormal, and check out our webpage or social media and come along to one of our investigations where it's just like this.
Lee?
Hey, I don't do anything anymore.
Rich?
Yeah, take care of your pets, otherwise you'll be in some trouble. Give them hugs and kisses. Unless they don't like it. Reptiles don't like hugs and kisses.
So, quickly, how did everybody enjoy that?
That was great.
Yeah, I actually quite enjoyed it.
I like the amount of talking we got to do. That made all the difference.
Yeah.
I
was thinking the exact same thing. I like how you give us times to talk specifically. So I may have interrupted a few people.
It happened. Don't worry. As long as everybody got their time and they're all happy, that's all that matters to me. And we will come back next week for our thrilling conclusion to The Dance of Dreams.
The Dance of Dreams.
Good
My
night.
new thing up was with the little girl. That's why I was so adamant to.
We're waving bye to the stream. That's the
Bye,
future.
stream.
Bye,
Nobody understands
future
this
people.
anymore. Nobody understands this anymore.